Are you ready for the most successful year of your life? Welcome to Astrology by 33. It's an honor to have you here today. Let's dive into your 2026 Scorpio horoscope and break it down super simple. We'll go over your money, health, career, and love life, plus what you need to focus on to make this the best year ever. What opportunities will Scorpio have in 2026? This isn't just your sun sign. This is your rising sign or your ascendant. Your rising sign sets the stage for how the stars align with your houses. This video is your 2026 roadmap to unlock your maximum potential. Okay, so let's start with the good stuff. Jupiter's the planet that gives the most blessings and everything good in life. It's your overall prosperity and success. Jupiter gets exalted from June 1st through October 30th, 2026. And when Jupiter is exalted, that means he's in his most righteous and powerful position. And this only happens every 12 years, so we should take advantage of the energy while we can. Jupiter's set up to give maximum blessings in this position. It's the good side of Jupiter. He also restores what's right in the world. If somehow we've lost our way and we don't know what's right from wrong anymore, Jupiter fixes that. He brings truth, morality, and goodness. And this happens in your 9th house. The 9th house is Jupiter energy. It's Sagittarius energy. So Jupiter is really strong here and can be himself. This is the house of religion, of higher learning, your father, your teachers, and all spiritual leaders. It's the house of luck and overall prosperity and wealth. So basically everything good in life can come from this house, especially with Jupiter there. And the other good thing is Jupiter aspects your ascendant of Scorpio. So it's throwing this positive energy into your first house, which is you. It makes everything in your life better. It's a boost of optimism, expansion, and encouragement. It gives you a lot of support. This sets you up for success with property and real estate, everything with your house. This also supports higher education at home. You can study books, or you may want to renew your spiritual practice, whether that's religion or whatever's spiritually meaningful to you. Or if you want to seek out a teacher, this is a perfect time. Teachers can come in many different forms. You can take this opportunity to increase your knowledge, to gain wisdom. Now let's move on to the other really good planet, Venus. She's the planet of love and money. From April 19 through May 12, Venus transits into your 7th house. That's the house of love and romance, of trade and business, and moving art. Venus is very strong here because she's in her own sign, in her own house, so she can do what she's meant to do. So this transit supports the potential energy of money, and it's also a great time for romance, to go out with a person you love and enjoy art, to go to restaurants and enjoy some of the best food. It's a time to fall in love. This is a time of celebrating life with the person you love. Now there is an aspect on her from Saturn, so we don't want to get too crazy here. Saturn can limit that a little bit. Here, Saturn is just saying, let's be realistic. Let's not get carried away. Saturn reminds us to be structured in our relationships. Then on June 8 through around July 3rd, Venus goes into your 9th house. And this is a really good placement for her because she's with her best friend Mercury and with exalted Jupiter. So these 3 planets together make a very positive energy. And it just goes to reinforce what we said earlier about your 9th house. It's a very positive and optimistic time, and we can reinforce that it's good because there's no bad aspect on her or this house from Mars or Saturn. It lets the good planets be good. Now, Venus retrogrades towards the end of the year, but when she comes back into Libra on November 22nd, she'll stay there for the rest of the year. And you'll also get some relief here because Mars has finally entered into Leo, so it's no longer aspecting Venus in your 12th house. Venus is actually very happy here during this time. She's going to be with her best friend Mercury, and again, there's no bad aspect from Mars or Saturn here. Libra can be the sign of air travel, so if you want to take a trip, this is a great time to do it. It's a time where you'll just love to be by yourself, and you're going to feel happy and comfortable with wherever you want to go. The 12th house is also about spiritual liberation. So if you don't want to go anywhere and just stay home, it supports your spiritual practice. It also supports going far away with the person you love because Libra is relationships. So that's the good stuff. Now, for those of you who are still here and brave and ready for some challenges from the stars, let's move on to the neutral planet, Mercury, and see what it has in store for you for 2026. Mercury takes on the energy of whoever it's around, so it can be bad or good, or somewhere in between. Mercury goes retrograde 3 times in 2026, so it's always good to check and make sure we're extra clear in our communication. It's better to over-communicate instead of not enough. We need to remember that most people don't read minds and they appreciate details. Even if it's obvious to us, it's not always to them. Communication is the backbone of our society. What we say makes a big difference, and how we say it. Most people can pick up on a snotty tone or even apathy, so we need to watch our words. And let's move on to Mars next. What is he doing for you in 2026? Mars is your ascendant lord. He rules Scorpio, so he's more of a good guy to you than some of the other signs. Mars transits into your 3rd house of Capricorn from January 15 to about February 22nd. Mars gets exalted in Capricorn. He's considered his strongest and the most righteous. Mars is the good guy here. It's like having a personal security guard or a guardian angel. It's where Mars is willing to fight for you. So if there's something in your way, Mars will clear the path for you. So your 3rd house here is about communication. It's also your siblings and your action and courage. So this is a time where you can get a huge burst of motivation to work on that project. Whether it's writing something, a speech you're preparing, something you're putting out on the internet, there's a lot of energy going on in this house, so you'll do well to go with the flow. You also have the Sun here and Venus and Mercury, so it's a whole party. Mercury here boosts the communication, Venus just makes it go better, the Sun highlights this house, and the Sun is a best friend to Mars, and they're like 2 peas in a pod here. So take advantage of this energy and work hard. And this is the time to just stop being afraid. It's the house of action and courage. So if you've been hesitating to do something, just do it if you know it's the right thing. Now, these efforts you're putting out in your 3rd house could actually have something to do with your career because your 3rd house is Capricorn and that sign is your career. So if you have an interest in communications or reading or writing or anything online with speaking, the actions you take during this time could support your future career or help you establish the career that you want. Mars here is actually aspecting your 10th house on top of that. So whatever you do here definitely has an effect on your career. They go together. So don't neglect this energy. It may be something you've never thought of. You may also want to learn more about what the 3rd house is and what it represents. So I'll put a link to that video at the end and in the description here. Now let's move on to your Saturn in 2026. Saturn is the lord of karma. All the planets actually dish out karma, but Saturn is the main planet of karma itself. Now, just because Saturn is the lord of karma doesn't mean you're gonna have karma there. You only get the effects if there's something you've done in the past that you need to pay for today. So always be nice to people. Saturn can bring restrictions and obstacles. He can slow you down if he wants to. He can bring you challenges. And let's remember the positive side of Saturn. It's about self-control and discipline, patience, and structure. Saturn stays in your 5th house all year. This is the house of children, of higher intelligence, of being able to discern the difference between right and wrong, and it's your past life good karma. So all the good things you've done in the past, in your past lives, if there are rewards for you, they can be seen in this house. And we have Saturn here right now, so you just want to hang on for a little bit. The lesson for you is just to be really patient this year. There may be a waterfall of blessings waiting for you. Saturn here can be like turning down the faucet in the shower so the water doesn't flow as fast. Aside from that, you have a lot of wonderful things going on this year. But if we're not patient and we don't have self-control, we can end up being like a child ourselves. If we get everything we want all the time, we're like big babies and we get spoiled. Structure gives us grit. It strengthens us. And if you have children, it's a great time to be more disciplined with them. In a good way. Maybe your children need a little bit of structure. Saturn in the 5th house definitely supports that. If we let our kids play video games all day and stay on the internet 24/7, that's on us. You need to go outside and spend time in nature. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. I just wanted to let you know that this video is based on the sidereal zodiac. I mostly use Vedic astrology principles for all of my astrology work. So if you follow Western astrology and you're a Scorpio, that means you're probably a Libra in Vedic astrology. So you may want to check out the Libra rising video to see if you resonate more with that energy. Thanks for subscribing and liking this video.